Hey, I'm Mickey,
I'm Kat.
and we are Cat and Mouse Astrology. Welcome to the Virgo full moon eclipse. La la.
So before we hit record, we were talking about Mickey says it's her last eclipse, meaning it's
The
your last
last Virgo
Virgo,
eclipse.
the last of the Virgo Pisces eclipse
Yep.
that has been going on for 2 years.
Yeah. Now we're moving into the axis of Aries, Aquarius, and Leo.
Okay, that's mine.
Yeah, moving
Yeah.
on, moving on.
Right.
So, but this one, this is going to be an intense one. We had another Virgo eclipse last September. So this is kind of a finale. If you want to look back to last September and see what was going on, this is a um, another one. Shall we take a look at that chart?
Yeah.
Let's see what it looks like. Share it. Okay, here we go. Can you see it?
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's a wedge. I feel like it was a wedge last time. They're still clustered together, but they've moved from Aquarius into Pisces.
Yeah, we've got Mars at 0 degrees of
Ooh.
Pisces.
Okay.
Yeah, so uh, the moon itself is, you know, conjunct the node practically
Practically.
has just moved beyond conjunction with the node.
Eclipse season.
And the sun is, approaching Mercury and Venus. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, we've got a nice cluster in Pisces,
Mm-hmm.
and we've got the trine with Jupiter
Mm-hmm.
and a sextile with Jupiter. So yeah, that is a wedge that allows for some harmony because of the Jupiter influence.
Yeah.
Um, My concern is we got Mars pulling in to make things funky.
Yeah, there's like something between Mars and there was
Uranus.
a Mars Uranus square
We got a
that
Mars Uranus
happened.
square. Yeah, approach. Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
we
Well,
are,
at least I'm happy to know. I did not know that the Mars Uranus square was going to result in Mars in Pisces. So Mars itself is there and it's like, is that not its detriment?
yes,
Does
Mars
that
in
not make
Pisces is
Mars
funky.
less
Mars
effective?
doesn't like to swim.
Okay. Now I feel slightly better.
Mars prefers air, if it can, where
Or
it's
is it like
hot.
a caged animal? Is
Or just,
Mars
it
like
has to,
fighting for its life?
yeah, has to change into a wetsuit. The
Uncomfortable
fire
Mars
of Mars
is
is
Mars.
dampened. Sorry?
Did you say the fire of Mars is fading?
The fire of Mars is dampened
Dampened. Yeah, okay. Okay. That
by
makes
Pisces, right?
yeah.
But Venus likes it here.
Hmm.
So, this is a Jupiter ruled moon because Jupiter rules Pisces
Hmm.
and Mercury, of course, rules Virgo.
Hmm.
And we've got this Jupiter in a configuration both with the sun and the moon. Um, Jupiter seems to be in a more
It was really
beneficial
prominent
position.
last time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jupiter's
Jupiter's still
yeah.
retrograde, but it's getting ready to station direct.
Yeah. Okay, well that's a helpful too.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's funky here, and we know because we know what world we're living in right now,
Yeah, we know.
is the Mars square Uranus. And,
Right. Okay.
the Mars square Uranus hit a few days ago. It hit essentially
Good.
right when we had the eclipse.
Yeah.
And that's when we had, a war break out.
Right.
Mars square Uranus is, that is a archetype. So,
Consciousness. Okay.
what else stands out to you here?
Well, I'm relieved that Mars is in its worst element in some way. I'm not sure if I should be relieved, but like I'm glad that Mars isn't in Scorpio or something.
Yeah, good point. And now that
Um,
it's out of the air sign of Aquarius and it's being dampened by water, maybe
mhm.
it's like a bucket of water being thrown on war plans.
Right? That's what I'm hoping.
Yeah, I hear you. I feel
With
you.
with Venus and Mercury there, so well placed. And with
Right.
the North Node being there. Like I like the North Node in Pisces and the sign of endings and spirituality and such. And then Jupiter's just been so supportive. It's like cooled down. Whatever the fieriness of Mars and Uranus square, I feel like is cooled down by the stellium in Pisces and Jupiter in Cancer.
Right. We've got the Venus in positive configuration with Uranus is certainly adding a um hope, a little bit of,
Mm-hmm.
hope to this configuration. I'm a little concerned though with the node, with Mars approaching that north node might be cutting off the future, might be cutting off some possibilities. It's going to be a little bit before it reaches the node. They're going towards each other, right?
Well, that could be used to our advantage, I guess. Like maybe we get to cut some things off,
Yeah, yeah. And this is in the spiritual house that we've just had Neptune in for so very long.
right?
But Neptune's not in there now. So, on some sense, those things that were really like dreamy or foggy or confused, they're not confused and
Not
dreamy now.
anymore.
The sun
No.
is shining a light on
Yeah.
everything that was going on in Pisces right now.
Right.
And we're
Mm.
talking about it. So it's like, and with the sun approaching, um, with the sun in its current configuration with the moon, I think that especially on an eclipse, and this is a pretty close eclipse,
Mm-hmm.
that this is this is an opportunity to eclipse something. It's an opportunity to,
Yeah.
with Mars and the North Node cutting something off from the future, and Sun in an eclipse position in Virgo, Moon in an eclipse position in Virgo, it looks like an opportunity to perhaps cut something off and maybe hopefully something we don't want.
Okay, like no more billionaires.
That would be nice.
Like eat the rich.
Yeah, eat the rich. Exactly. We still have Neptune and Saturn conjunct, but now it's conjunct in Aries.
Yeah. With
And it's
Chiron.
there with healing Chiron.
Hey.
So something about healing the Aries area, which is,
How
uh,
you show up in the world.
yeah. So
The
this,
individuality.
this is something that's a 6 month chart. This is not the configuration for the moment. It's the configuration for our time for the rest of, this year practically. This is
Mm-hmm.
going to take us into the future in a big way. There's some new stuff going on here. So you want to take it apart with the Sabian
Yeah.
symbols?
Yeah. Where do we start? With the moon?
Yeah, let's go ahead and start with that 12. Let's go ahead and make it 13 degrees of Virgo.
13 degrees of
And anybody who has something in Virgo or Pisces, or in Gemini or Sagittarius is going to probably feel this more than others.
mm-hmm. 13 degrees of Virgo, the full moon, and a family tree.
Say again,
A family tree.
a family tree.
Mm.
Uh-huh. We are family. So keep it going around. What do we have for 15 degrees of Cancer with that Jupiter?
A man studying a mandala in front of him with the help of a very ancient book.
Say one more time.
A man studying a mandala in front of him with the help of a very ancient book.
Old knowledge and wisdom, Jupiter
Mm-hmm.
in its teaching mode
Mm-hmm.
or scholar mode.
Mm-hmm.
And this is looking at family trees, and Cancer is the sign of our family and our roots.
Mm-hmm. And mandalas are a bunch of rooms. They are
Decide
one's own in
future
house,
or a past.
both and.
Uh-huh. We're still in retrograde with Jupiter. Barely, like I say, it's coming into station, so I think it's a pretty powerful Jupiter configuration, especially with the eclipse here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go to what it's connected to first. So, what's the sun at 13 degrees of Pisces?
A lady wrapped in fox fur.
Oh, we were going to eat the rich, aren't we?
It's time to eat the rich.
We're looking at some old runes to figure out how do we deal with the lady in the fox fur. Now, notice Jupiter is also connected to, it is in configuration with Mercury, which is 20 degrees
Mhm.
of, and it because it's retrograde moving back into the sun. Um, I think it's an important configuration. So, what is 20 degrees of Pisces?
A little white lamb, a child, and a Chinese servant.
A little white lamb, a child, and a Chinese servant. Things that don't have power.
Mm, that's Mercury? Dang.
So we have the lady in fox
Okay.
fur, and then
Yeah.
we have things that don't have power
Yeah.
being positively impacted by Jupiter during an eclipse.
Yeah. Ooh, you still there? You disappeared from the screen.
Can you hear me still?
I can still hear you. Perfect.
Okay, good. It's the Mercury retrograde. It's been playing with me. Mercury's a trickster,
Dang, Mercury is a trickster.
and
Give
I'm
a
Mercury
voice to
ruled.
the people that don't have power.
Yeah, yeah,
Nice, nice. Directed back towards that lady in Foxford.
yeah.
Wow. Okay.
What's our Venus at 26 degrees of Pisces?
Ooh, a harvest moon illuminates the sky.
So we're getting to see these figures. We're getting to take a close look at the lady in fox fur and those of us, those many of us, from children to immigrants that have no power.
Uh-huh.
And how is this connected with what's the reading for 28 degrees of Taurus?
Ooh.
That's where Uranus sits.
28. Two cobblers working at a table.
Hmm. Two cup.
Cobblers make shoes which help you move
Uh-huh.
through the world.
What was Jupiter's again? I'm sorry, I'm such a pain. I can't remember.
Uh, 16 Cancer,
Yeah, 15.
15. A man studying the mandala with an ancient book.
Okay. I was curious. That's interesting, the cobblers.
I mean, revolution is our work.
Yeah, it's
We take
it's like
coordinated work.
haul water, chop wood sort of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now that's Uranus in positive configuration with the Venus and Mercury and the Sun. What is it? Uh, what's our 0 degrees, or let's say 1 degrees? You might do both of
Okay.
Pisces because that's where Mars sits in
Mhm.
square.
A crowded public marketplace. That's 0. Or 1, a squirrel hiding from hunters.
Probably both.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Moving from the one to the other.
right.
Hmm.
So Mars, is the hunter, um,
And also the squirrel right now.
and also the squirrel, yeah.
Ooh.
So there's, and we know that there's stuff going on behind the scenes that we're not really aware of. What is the reasoning when these kinds of things happen on the world level and
Yeah.
even in our own lives? We may not be aware of motivations, even our own. And so sometimes these, when you get into a Mars Uranus negative configuration like that,
Hmm.
it's really good that we have the positive. It's kind of like there's an opportunity for um, just to take a breath with
Yeah.
the Mercury Venus there before the squirrel has to come out and face the
Hmm.
guns.
Well, it's not a square by sign anymore, so I feel like it's moving on.
Right, right. Now
Like Mars is moving more into being the squirrel.
right. But now the only issue is here we still have this cutoff configuration um, with the Mars and the approaching South Node conjunction that's coming.
Mm.
So, I mean, that's what we have to look forward to in the next few days, that conjunction there.
Mm.
But so what do we have with Pluto? That's 4 or 5 degrees of Aquarius. Also in positive configuration with our Sun, Mercury, Venus.
Ooh, another both and for Aquarius, a council of ancestors.
There we go. So
Five Aquarius.
that's right in there with Jupiter,
Uh-huh.
the runes. So we have our old wise men or women
Right.
to look at the situation and what they might do to help solve it, perhaps.
Hmm. But also we have a masked figure performs ritualistic acts in a mystery play.
We'll read one more time.
A masked figure performs ritualistic acts in a mystery play.
That feels right.
That does feel right.
Yeah, weird ritualistic acts that we're all going, what? What is
Right?
this about? Some weird stuff. It's always strange to me that ancient things don't go away. They just kind of take other forms, and then you realize, well, there's some ancient stuff going on here, and it's still around. And I thought I lived in a modern society.
Yeah.
No.
All societies are modern societies, actually.
Yeah, and all societies are stuck in ancient things
Yeah.
instead of
Like
moving forward.
everybody's modern for their own times. Everybody thinks they're modern.
I'm just thinking of, things like I don't know, the Masons. The
Yeah.
rituals that they're
Yep.
practicing are ancient,
Right.
or
Right.
Catholics or any religious group or most, anyway, many different kinds of groups that practice things that are really quite ancient. And that may be where we have our Jupiter and our Pluto coming from now is kind of an older wisdom. But is that wisdom something we need now, or we need something where we move on from that to something that's more enlightened? I don't
Ooh, I don't know.
know.
I feel like we need that ancient wisdom to get rid of even more ancient wisdom. Like there's layers upon layers.
Well, and it seems also like truth is truth, but can be buried in many, many different ways.
Yeah.
And so the ancient wisdom that shows us how to reveal the truth or see the truth that's hiding, rather than obscure it, is kind of what we're looking at here.
Yeah. Let's let's look at Neptune and Saturn.
Yeah, let's do. We got 1 degree and two.
Oh, it's the comedian entertaining the group and a cameo profile of a man and the outline of his country. That's the weirdest symbol. A cameo.
Yeah, because you
Anyway.
picture it, it reminds me of, like a Lincoln on the penny.
Yeah, but then also like surround Lincoln's head with the outline of the state of Illinois.
Right,
Like,
right.
why?
Yeah.
It's a
Well,
nationalism thing.
right. And that doesn't feel right for our world today because whether we like it or not, our whole society is colored by the face of a man
But who's a little more than a cameo.
who's a little more than a
He's
cameo. And
kind of built his fame by being cameos.
yeah. Is that 2 degrees with Saturn?
It is.
Uh-huh. What was the 1 degree again?
The comedian entertaining the group.
Uh-huh. Well, there's some interesting stuff with that as a conjunction.
I hate
I
that. I
mean,
hate that.
Saturn is trying to stop the comedian in some many ways, as we know.
Mm.
What
That
about the
makes,
24 degrees
yeah, yeah.
with the Chiron?
Ooh, a double promise reveals its inner and outer meanings.
Oh, that's it. So we've got 4 wisdom symbols here.
Four wisdom symbols.
Jupiter, Pluto, both in positive configuration with this. And
Hmm.
Chiron, even though it's not actually in configuration, this is all within a 4 degree orb, but it's by sign conjunct with the Neptune Saturn now.
Right.
So it's going to be coloring this Saturn Neptune as it everything moves through Aries.
Yeah.
That's going to be a theme we're going to be feeling is that conjunction. And it's interesting because Saturn, we've been looking at Saturn from lots of different ways, but Saturn as that man in the cameo.
Uh-huh.
Saturn is Chiron, it's old, it's dated, it won't change. It tells you what to do. Um it has some need for healing.
It sure does.
Neptune is, of course, Saturn would not like to be um squishy with the Neptune on some level, but Saturn might use the Neptune to obscure things. If the Neptune represents comedians poking fun at Saturn, Saturn wouldn't like that,
Right.
right? But we're approaching some kind of a healing and through this whole process. So we got 2 to 3 years, 3 years of Saturn here in Aries,
Yeah.
and we have a very long time of Neptune in Aries.
Right.
So whatever is going on with Neptune and Aries in you in your life, for the Aries placement, there's going to be illusion, delusion, dreaming, dreaminess, um, desires that are, maybe big and broad, spiritual awakenings, all those things colored by that Aries motif.
Sometime we should do a Uranus and Aries thing for like the next decade.
You mean Neptune and Aries?
Not today. Not today. The end of a very long Monday.
It is, I'm telling you. And of course we've got at the same time we've got this Neptune now in Aries, we've got Uranus about to step back into Gemini. And as soon as that happens, here we are at the US's
Oh,
birthday. This is a configuration chart that's the 250th return of the
right,
US.
right.
So this is both personal and political.
All empires fall.
Read one more for us. What is 8 degrees of Sagittarius for?
That's what I was gonna say. Because
What are
it's
we
in
missing?
square. It's a square to the notes.
Right.
The black moon.
And
Eight
square to the
degrees.
nodes is interesting.
Oh, damn. A mother leads her small child step by step up the stairs.
Oh, that is interesting. Yeah.
The return of the matriarchy.
Yeah, and it's a time to like, okay, I don't know. I always love that Star Trek where it shows, the powerful guy and he comes down and he's doing all kinds of stuff with the Star Trek team. And after a while at the end of the show, you hear from up above, "All right, son, it's time to come home now. Quit playing with them." Do you remember
Mm.
that one?
No,
You gotta
but
quit playing with them now. Leave them alone. Come on up for dinner. It's time to quit playing with them.
right.
So I don't know. I think it's a powerful moon. I think this is a really powerful moon, and it's because it's configured with Uranus, both in a positive way, but also in a way that heralds change,
The
heralds us turning a corner.
Yeah,
That's what we're
and the aggressive warlike drive is dampened. We're recording before the moon.
right.
So
And what happens when Venus
hopefully it's
leaves Pisces?
coming. It's
Venus
coming.
rules Pisces, Venus and Jupiter in this configuration. When Venus leaves Pisces and it's just Mars alone there, might not feel so great, might get funky again.
No.
This is not going to be a quick fix again. This is 6 months for this.
Yeah.
And then we've got a couple of years with dealing with Saturn in this placement. So we'll be talking about this for a little while.
All right.
Yeah. But use the time that you have to take a little breather. Bend over and smell that rose that's right in front of you because there's still some roses to smell with Venus there. Enjoy Venus in Pisces. That's
Mhm.
our silver lining.
It's a pretty moon if you can see it.
Yeah, it's a pretty moon
And,
if you can see it.
and if you get up early enough, you can maybe see it eclipse.
Exactly. Anyway, have a lovely moon and we'll see you on the next one.
Bye.
Bye, you guys.